Good evening, all. Mr. Kiwi here, back again. Welcome back. If this is your first time, I hope you enjoy what we're talking about this evening, and feel free to like and subscribe. Would greatly appreciate it. This is a little follow-up to yesterday's video, or perhaps the day before, where I mentioned that the mail truck was out front and he was bringing a very exciting package. It did come as expected, and I have not opened it yet, but I'm very excited to show this on my channel, as I think I'm one of the first people to receive this. It was a pre-order item that everyone was perhaps waiting until May or June to receive, but they shipped early, and I believe mine shipped out on one of the very first days from the locations that were taking pre-orders. So I have not seen these on any other channels yet, or at least not any of the channels that I follow. I may not be the first, but I'm excited to be able to show this to you all, and perhaps it's something new that you haven't seen yet. First of all, I'm going to open this other package. This is something that I ordered from one of my regular suppliers. It's a book, and it came at the same time, so I just thought I'd take a look at this. Escape: How to Disappear Without a Trace and Never Be Found Again. It sounds like a tall order in today's world. I don't do a lot of reading. I buy a lot of these books, and I often don't read them at all. But some of the marketing for this book seemed interesting. Promise to tell secrets about ways to protect your privacy that haven't been taught before. So I thought I'd give it a shot. I have access to all this information online through my membership with the Jason Hansen Spy and Survival Organization. Really not a lot of money involved in this membership, and a huge database of information. So I no doubt could probably search my free archives and find this information, but I thought I'd just get the hard copy, just another book to put on my bookshelf. So that quickly out of the way. I threw that in there because this is just one item that came. Let's see if we can get into this. By the way, this is a Justin Hansen knife blank that I got. Instead of buying an expensive knife and just put the business part of it, you can add your own handle and so on. It's a single tang, or it's a single piece, full tang blade. But the reason I like it, it's incredibly sharp, and it's incredibly good for opening packages. If you don't mind, you're going to rip up the package. Let's see what else we've got in here. It looks like we've got our item. Looks like we've got an invoice that we'll look at later. This, as you may have deduced from the title of the video, is one of the slabbed versions of the 8th era game company second release of a Privy American Silver Eagle. I kind of broke all the rules with this. Let's go ahead and open this so we can get a decent look. The rule is that you buy the coin. You don't buy the container. You don't buy the label. And I break this rule on a regular basis. There's a lot of modern collectibles that most numicists and stackers would poo-poo, that why pay extra for a label or a case, because it's the coin that matters. But in some cases, when you're amassing a collection or following something that interests you or doing something new that hasn't been done before, that's part of the hobby. It's the enjoyment of collecting. Now, we've all seen, I'm pretty sure this is going to be a 2025 American Silver Eagle. And if we look closely, and we'll zoom in a moment, you'll see it does have the Privy mark. This is the second 8th era game company collaboration, with the first 50,000 coins labeled with the 8th era logo. see if we can zoom in enough so you can see that. As you can see, I did get the MS69 because it was more reasonably priced. MS70s are available for $149 if they are not in the first 50,000 released, or between $400 and $900 if they were within the first 50,000 and they're MS70 and they get this 8-era label. Now that's where I consider that's overpaying for the label or the container. Honestly, many people will tell you, don't buy the slab version at all. Just wait for these to be released into the wild. Get them as raw coins. They're an American Silver Eagle. They're going to be in great condition anyway, and you still get the Privy mark. But in this case, I got the MS69 on the first coin that came out last year, which was the Star Privy, that had a star on it. This is the Eagle Privy. So we will have to probably zoom in some more and take a look. And what we have above In God We Trust is a little rendition, if I can hold still, of a flying bald eagle. So as you can see here, I'm going to try and point. We'll try and point here. Messed up my focus. You can see the tiny little Eagle Privy. So zoom back out again. Let's see if I can get this to behave. And just talk a little bit more about this. It's your standard American Eagle. Otherwise, nothing special. It does have a different label on the back as well as your normal NGC label. Sorry for the reflections there. Type 2 Eagle 2025. And so I just feel lucky to be able to bring you one of the first images of not only the Eagle Privy coin, but also the 8th era game label. And I'm perfectly happy to have these in 69. They also come in gem uncirculated, which means that they're less than MS69. MS69 doesn't have much value, except maybe the cost of the grading over a raw eagle. And gem uncirculated certainly has no benefit other than getting you this special label and NGC certifying that it's an authentic coin. So I figured the MS69 is right in the middle there. The gem uncirculated and the MS69 were both the same price. In this case, between $75 and $80, which is about $20, $25 over what a MS70 graded 2025 Eagle would cost you. And certainly a lot more than the $37, $38 of a standard American Silver Eagle. So honestly, $20, $30 more and getting the Star Privy. Maybe one day the Star Privy will be worth a lot. Probably not. There'll be at least 500,000 of these Star Privy coins later in 2025. So I don't know that they're going to hold an especially high intrinsic value. This was kind of proven out by the Star Privy coin, which really, although priced a little higher than standard 2024 Eagles, you can now buy them for just a few dollars more than a standard Eagle, or maybe around $40 or just less than $40, depending on what the non-Privy Eagles are selling for, which is often based on current premiums and current spot price. Anyway, that's it. We'll do a little zoom. I'm pretty happy to have this, like I said. Thank you all for taking a look. I hope you enjoyed seeing this Privy coin. And until next time, stay safe and have a great day.